A big rapper, a huge rapper, Fat Joe, is calling out Donald Trump in a big way for the way he has been handling hurricane relief just as a big hurricane is hitting North Carolina.
And it's almost like President Trump heard or saw what Fat Joe had to say, because early this morning, as you say, as Hurricane Florence was about to start hitting the Carolinas
And Virginia,
the president had some things to say about Puerto Rico and what he believes were his heroic relief efforts in Puerto Rico
just unbelievable.
After Hurricane Maria a year ago.
3,000 people didn't die in the two hurricanes that hit Puerto Rico. It's like, what are you saying? They didn't know at the time. Are you saying that this is all fake?
Right. Well, he's saying that, look, when he was there, which was not even a year ago now, but he said that there were 6 to 18 deaths.
That's right. Now, look.
I believe the actual number at the news conference they said was 17.
Can we just fast forward in this? It doesn't matter, in a sense, what the number was right now. What matters is his eyes should be on the eye of the hurricane and not on defending himself.
The one that's coming today.
The current hurricane, and not in defending what he did with another hurricane relief effort. This is just
well. Let's get to Fat Joe, because he has heard some of these things that President Trump has been saying about Puerto Rico, and Fat Joe, of course, being Puerto Rican, feels very strongly about this and had harsh words for the president.
I know you've done a lot of work with Puerto Rico. Now with things happening, and then hearing President Trump say that, he handled it great.
It's terrible, man. More people died in Puerto Rico than even Hurricane Katrina. The president is delusional, man. We can't wait for 2 more years to hurry up. So he can get out of here. It's delusional. This guy doesn't respond well to these situations, and hopefully he does, man. But I think it'll be different because it's on the mainland of the United States of America. Like, this man ain't even know Puerto Ricans was Americans. So 3,000 Americans died.
Very good point. And to what Joe is saying, President Trump is vowing that everything's going to be great in the Carolinas and Virginia, because he's extremely prepared, and which is what led him to saying that he had done such a great job in Puerto Rico. And, look, the one thing I will take umbrage with Joe is, look, it's not a competition whether or not more people died in Puerto Rico or from Hurricane Katrina. The point is, certainly a lot more than 17 people died in Puerto Rico, and for the president to still be standing on that today, a year later, is absurd.
Exactly. And a lot of the facts that the president is missing out on are the fact that there were deaths that were not reported immediately because there was no electricity and there was no medical assistance available to much of the island. So it took a long time to get power back up and running before they could even get an accurate death toll.
No power,
so that's why it took
water,
a while.
No homes with roofs on them. But 10 months after.
What is his, he's got a thing with numbers. I mean, the number of people at the inauguration, the number of people who died in the hurricane.
Lies and numbers, we should say. He has a thing with lying and numbers.
I mean, this is absurd. Look, I don't know what the number is. They're saying in Puerto Rico that it's almost 3,000. But whatever it is, it was a terrible disaster, and now there is a new disaster. What is he doing? I mean, this is.
You can debate whether or not you screwed up the one last year.
Talk about it later.
Get this one right.
Wow, this is B from Nashville, and you guys are talking about he's hinting fake news. I'm thinking fake facts, and I'm wondering who is his math teacher as well, and not just with the numbers, but these are lives, and there's a storm that's coming, and we're more concerned about how you're going to address this. We're not looking at your track record. We want to know how are you going to address what's happening right now.
That's the point.